another how-to video of Swift.ng Cloud ERP. So today we are going to look at the requisition system of the software that's in the accounting module. And this is going to be the second part. We've taken the first part already where we created the workflow, that's the steps required to request, that need to be passed through before request is made for cash. So in this second part, we're going to actually do the request, make a request for cash or money, and we're going to see how the process flows. So I'm going to start by logging in as the requesting party. So this is a staff of the organization. He needs some money for transportation. So he's just going to click on his profile and go to the cash request tab. Now there are a number of tabs here. You can request for leave, for stock, for items from the inventory. You can print out your payslip. You can do a couple of things here, but our emphasis is going to be on the cash request aspect. So this guy is going to do a request for transportation, like I said. So what are the notes? What's the notes he should put in here? I can say transportation. Okay. So let's say transportation. Let's say transportation for 5 staff to ABC Limited. So it's requesting for that, and it's going to select the date, and the confirming party is whoever is the head of department there. So what are the items? So I'll just put TP here. That's for transportation. Assuming there are 5 staff and each of them it will cost them 300 bucks. I'm going to put that there. And he's requesting for himself, but you can request for it for other staff, for vendors, for all that. So let's assume he's requesting for himself. So we just leave it at self and then submit this request. Should you have other items to add, you can actually add those items here. So there are other things you need to make requests for. You can actually do that before you do your final submission. So let's assume I'm done with that. I'm going to click submit, and this request has been submitted. So I can always get back to my profile, and check the status of my request. So I get to my request and I can see that now. So I'm going to log out right away and log in with the account of the approving personnel. So let's get right in now. So personnel's name is Charles, and we're logging in right now. And yes, this is the branch now. This account, this very user is set up to use multiple branches of this business. So he's selecting that aspect now. And right in the notification bell here, you're going to see requisition here, or requisitions to treat. So this is actually a notification. And by the way, if SMS and email were set up, you'd have seen that he has received this message already. So he sees this request awaiting his confirmation, and he clicks it, and when he clicks it, he sees the details of this. So if he needs to confirm, he just clicks so you see he doesn't type anything, confirm please, because we had already set up this. So he submits this, and this is now locked up. Now no one can do anything about it. So you can see this is open now to the first step in the process, which is confirm request. He doesn't need to type anything here because we already have that on the default text already, and he needs to take one of 3 actions. He progresses with this, he holds this, or he rejects it. So let's assume he progresses with it and clicks next. The next staff in the line receives a notification, and when he or she logs in, he sees something like this. So this is an amount that has been requested, and you choose how much you want to approve. Now, so in the approval process, or the approval step, you can actually choose how much you want to approve. Like you can you can approve much more than the person requested for, or approve less. So let's assume we're doing one for and making progress. He clicks continue, and he moves to the next step again. Remember, I used the same person so that we just, for the purpose of this. So you can see PV. This is a PV creator now who has the default text already. So he doesn't really need to do anything apart from probably probably typing the amount in words. So 1,500 only, and then he makes progress, rejects, or holds. Okay, so it just keeps going through the process till it gets to the final stage, which is confirm payment. So it gets back to the CEO again, who needs to confirm, and we're making progress again. We move to the next step, which is now the last step for payment. So the accountant, yes, really has nothing to do apart from selecting whether to pay or hold this. and you can't reject it at this point, So the next step here is to choose which account this is going into. Is the transport expense? Yes, there's transport expense. By the way, that's supposed to be properly set up in the chart of accounts in the accounting module already. So that's all your expense accounts. And where are you paying this money from? So I choose which account I'm making this payment from. I just click continue. And once I click continue, we've gotten to the end of this process. So you can see at the bottom here, we'll see what has happened, the comments by each person, the date it happened, and we can see clearly that monies have left the specific account that the last person used to make the payment, and so that's pretty much it. So if the applying party goes to check his profile, he would have seen where this request is currently. So this is how the request module works. Thank you.